Chandrayaan-3 is expected to reach the Moon in the later half of 2021. The Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO, is working hard to make this mission a success. The main aim of Chandrayaan-3 is to explore the south polar region of the Moon and to search for the presence of water ice. It is expected that Chandrayaan-3 will reach the Moon by late 2021 or by the start of 2022. The spacecraft for the mission will be launched from the Satish Dhawan Space Center at Sriharikota. ISRO is working diligently to make sure that Chandrayaan-3 mission will be a success and that the spacecraft will reach the Moon in a time frame planned by the organization. Chandrayaan-3 will be an advanced version of the Chandrayaan-2 mission, which was launched in 2019 but failed to reach the Moon due to technical issues. The main difference between Chandrayaan-2 and Chandrayaan-3 is that the latter will be a lunar landing mission. For this mission, ISRO has procured a previously used Geosynchronous Launch Vehicle Mark III, GSLV-Mk3. This launch vehicle is capable of launching heavier payloads than its predecessors and thus capable of taking Chandrayaan-3 to the Moon in a shorter time. Once launched, the spacecraft will reach the Moon after a period of 7 to 8 days. After the completion of the mission, the spacecraft will return to Earth, carrying data and samples collected from the Moon's surface. The Indian Space Research Organisation has also planned to land a rover on the Moon's surface, which will help in collecting samples from its surface. The rover will also be able to analyze the lunar soil and take pictures from the Moon's surface. The information collected by the rover will be sent back to the ISRO Control Center in India. ISRO is currently working on the development of the spacecraft and its systems needed for the mission. ISRO is also coordinating with different international organizations to make the mission a success. It is expected that the spacecraft for this mission will be ready by the later half of 2021 in order for it to reach the Moon. ISRO is also making sure that the necessary preparations for the mission are complete before the launch of the spacecraft. The spacecraft will take about 7 to 8 days to reach the Moon, depending on the launch date. The latest news suggests that Chandrayaan-3 is expected to reach the Moon by late 2021 or early 2022. Once the spacecraft reaches the Moon, it will collect data and samples from the Moon's surface. It will also help in searching for the presence of water ice in the Moon's south polar region. The data and samples collected by the mission will enable scientists to study the lunar surface in detail and to understand the evolution of the Moon better. It will also help in understanding the history of the solar system and to search for other forms of life on the Moon's surface. After Chandrayaan-3 reaches the Moon, ISRO will start analyzing the data and samples collected by the mission.